wouldn't you do it this way? Squirrely ain't gonna squirrel itself. So when we moved in, we remodeled this office, and it looks way better than my office. And I think it's finally time to make an upgrade. Only problem and kicker is, I leave for vacation in 5 days, so we gotta get to work. So as the rest of the shop is nice and beautiful, and we've put a ton of time, effort, resources, mental space into making it awesome, this place has got neglected. We're about to change that. So like a lot of you out there, you probably don't have a ton of space, so you probably have a desk crammed in a corner, and I had that for a while. This desk is made of plywood. It's on a standing base, so it goes up and down. I got all my monitors on there. Don't ask why I need that many monitors. We've also got mini fridge, air fryer, printer, storage shelf for a bunch of junk, my fishing stuff in case I get inclined to dangle. And for the most part, it's just a hodgepodge of cluster-ery. I need a bigger desk for sure. I've got some awesome slabs I want to use. But before we do anything with a desk or whatever else is going on, we need to demo this room so we can rebuild it back in all the glory. So now what we got to do is shut up and work. We're gonna spray this trim and then paint the rest of the room and then get into the fun stuff. So my granddaddy always used to say, let us spray. All right, so we've got most of the rest of the room with its first coat. And I got a sample of a darker gray. I also got a black that might be more what we're trying to do. After much heated debate, and by that I mean 30 seconds of deliberation, I think we're gonna go with the black. We've got a satin black here. The gray is good, but I don't know. I just like the black. So I want these lines to be incredibly crisp, so I'm gonna tape the walls and stuff off. Then we'll come back and get this thing painted, and then we're gonna get into building what could be. No, we have to do the floor next. Damn it. All right, so the paint's drying, and the next thing I wanna do is bring you guys into the design that I think is gonna blow minds for this desk. But before we do that, I gotta tell you about something that's absolutely changed my life. And that's gonna be the organizational tool, Notion. If you're not familiar, Notion is a database software that you can use to keep your entire life organized. And it has literally changed the way I do everything. Whether it's organizing my personal life, all the tasks that go into running a business, being a dad, being a husband, owning a house, all the stuff that I do, or inside the business where we manage all of our projects and everything going on.
We love using Notion to keep all of our content organized. We have an awesome back-end system set up where the whole team can communicate on an individual project, and then we can also add to-dos. It is my favorite thing we've found using Notion as a media company.
In my coaching course, I actually walked my students through how I use Notion to keep everything organized.
Notion has some amazing templates to get you started, so don't feel overwhelmed, and I highly suggest checking it out.
And I am so stoked that they partnered up with me to support this video. If you're looking to take your organization to the next level and get more productive, you can sign up with the link down below for free and try Notion right now. Notion's incredibly robust, and it can talk to all kinds of other apps, which I absolutely love. I love the mobile version of it, and I can use it on the go, as well as the desktop and on my iPad. I kid you not, this is one of those things that has taken my life and my business to the absolute next level, and I highly suggest if you're looking to get organized and start using a better system for your life and business, you check out Notion. Now, let's get into this design. For the actual desk itself, I'm thinking I want to do a waterfall metal and wood live edge slab.
Okay.
Fancy.
And then, so the desk will be this like waterfalled metal with a it'll cleat on the wall, come off one arm, walnut, and metal, flat metal. That way I can freeze my fingers to the desk in the winter and also make a bunch of pangy noises that metal makes. I mean, our custom furniture business is metal and wood, so we should probably make a metal and wood desk. Let's go pick a slab. These guys are just a little thin. This one's great, but I think it's is it too thick or wide? Would that be a waste? What do I mean it'd be a waste? It's mine. We'll rip a straight edge and then lay the metal on top of it. Let's grab this sucker. If you want us to build you something out of walnut, there's a link down below. A lot of you guys have been asking how to buy stuff off of us. We also do have all of these slabs for sale if you're in the market. Yeah, this is gonna be our girl. Walk it out, walk it out, walk it out. I think it's got a nice live edge on this side, and I really like the cathedral for once. We'll only have to have a metal band that's probably 10 inches wide. Let's get this puppy into the workshop. Reverse snapperoo. As far as having a Titties Magoo live edge, what we're striving for here. I mean, I think because this side stayed pretty true, let's make that the waterfall. Yeah. And then I think I like it at 7 foot. So it'd be 7 feet and 30 inches. 7 feet is 84 and 30 and 84 is 114. Probably worth cutting around like here to give us a little bit of wiggle room to make sure that's straight. The way you want to do this, since we have a straight line on the direction we want it to go, cut it, flatten it, then we'll take, where we're going to cut the bottom. We'll cut the miter and then miter it and then cut the bottom piece to size. Woo-hoo! Let's. Oh boy. Jordan, you're up, son. Put her on Miss Piggy. So we're gonna cut this edge square, and then I'll start sanding and shaping and routing, and yay. We're all set up now. I'm gonna cut the channel and hope that I don't screw this up, because worst case, if I miss, we're just gonna have to keep marching this thing back. Sweet, so we've got straight edge, our pockets cut. Now we're gonna do our waterfall. So the way I like to do these is I'll cut them straight first to then create less tension on the blade as I cut the miter. That always happens. Very interesting. Waterfall's mocked up and it looks decent. It's gonna need some feathering once I get it dominoed. I feel like every time I use my track saw, it's never true off the saw, so I touch it up by hand. But I'm gonna mark it, domino, get the sucker glued up. So what we do is clamp these on. I was holding it with my head and then I went ahead and smashed it. And I can't hear anything now. We'll fix that later. Ears are for the weak, is what I was told by my father. This is the door off the office, and just to spruce it up a bit, we're going DIY on this motherfucker, because DIY is life. Jordan cut some panels, give me a hand here, Ethan, on the CNC, and we put this geometric pattern into it. We'll throw down some construction adhesive, we'll put some brads in. Do we have any more insulation from Miss Piggy's bedroom? Let's get squirrely. So I'm gonna be launching a podcast here soon, which means I need silence. And if you're interested, we'll be talking business in the shop on the podcast. So make sure you're signed up to my email list for that. But what I wanna do is put some insulation in the door, because when Jordan's out here playing with Miss Piggy, it makes a ton of noise and it angers me. No, it makes it hard to record. So let's cut some holes in this and then stuff some insulation inside. Souvenir. This probably isn't gonna work. Beautiful. So rock wool is the insulation you use in noise dampening. I don't think it has fiberglass in it. This was probably a terrible idea, or it's gonna be great. They do make stuff, I will say, that is intended to be thinner and in these types of situations. But who the hell needs that when you got stuff that you bought 8 months ago? So Jordan's making noise when him and Miss Piggy are getting down. We're gonna do full send. Jordan, you're gonna go on one side, you're gonna go on the other. We're gonna take it, we'll start at this corner, perfect, right? And then we'll just lay it down and we'll make sure we're moving it before we roll, okay? So go ahead, start laying it down. See, this is way different than veneer because it's so thick. When you're making a slightly above average poop sandwich out of a poop sandwich, you're still dealing with a poop sandwich. Polishing turds, that's what we do. The interesting part will be if this sticks. We're only gonna do one side, cool. I think it's stuck. Cut that hole and get that painted. I gotta take this call. So I'm in the metal shop. The next thing we need to do is the metal part. It's 3:30 on a Friday. She's not working too good. But we're looking at about 15.5-inch strips of metal. Jordan's gonna get working on those. I'm gonna cut down some tube and weld those up to build the subframe that's gonna hold said metal up. This should go together fairly quickly and be pretty awesome looking. Let's go. Those new gloves. We got new shit from Lincoln, cause they're awesome. Thank you, Lincoln. I just don't wanna get my hands dirty or cut resistant. We're gonna put that to the test. Show you these cuts. This thing is crazy simple. I think you'll see how she's gonna come together here in a minute. We're just gonna build a tiny little frame like that and then weld her together. Perfect storage solution. Speaking of can't see, my lens is filthy as some real good tacks. That's some Jordan Hyder shit right there. The third time today I've sweat through my shirt. It's your R. Patrick star. Aren't you, little Patrick? Me? Oh, How am I gonna eyeball it? I thought I could start on that side.
Got it.
I'll just button my life up and do it. Eat the shards of metal. If I haven't said it enough, I absolutely hate using the circular saw to cut metal, but I don't have a long enough table to support a plasma cutter. So let's go. Ethan, why we don't use this? And just watch your eyes. Don't open your mouth.
Glad the camera can zoom.
So terrible.
I always wondered why metal saws have a plastic guard around them.
No. Safety third.
Yeah, well, I'm doing it now.
You're right. Now we just gotta cut the 7-foot and the 30-inch sections. I'm just gonna freehand those because that one's pretty smooth.
Particularly enjoy that.
I mean, I don't think there's anything worse than that. Everyone wants to be a man and build cool shit. No one wants to eat shards of flaming hot metal. So this is how it's gonna face, but this is gonna be the edge that we weld on the edge, which means we need that factory edge as well. Because we want the factory edge against our bevel. Look at your boy, look at your boy. Where do they teach you that technique at woodworking school? Is that what you say when people ask you, I gotta get in the crack? I'm gonna be fucking smart about this. At least I'm gonna attempt to be. This should be 2 inches. Perfect, perfect. Reply, send. That done got up. It's not gonna be the end of the world if that's sitting on there. Like, we can also cut those. If it's from Ethan and it's not moonshine, I don't want it. I think that looks pretty decent. What do you think? Whew! All right, see you tomorrow.
The next day.
So this sucker is now dry, which means we gotta get her sanded. Hopefully the waterfall blends as beautifully as it should, and it looks frickin' mint. So let's go. All right, so we're fully welded everywhere, which means we're gonna blend this sucker and then prime it and paint it, because I'm feeling painty. Let's mock it up with the wood now. Why wouldn't you do it this way? Squirrely ain't gonna squirrel itself. Atta baby, like butter.
Why?
How else would you do it? All right, let's go grab the metal and see if I got anywhere close. Pretty darn close. That's a big ass desk. I think the sawhorses are fudging us up. It's their food. It's touching. If you learned anything on your summer working here, that's it. I mean, one, it's kind of cool. A few little things, but let's get finish on this and then primer on this, and then we'll put this sucker together. And in the words of our forefathers, let us spray. All right, so mostly everything's dry. So what we're gonna do is put the wood in first. I got a little bracket, we'll screw it onto the wall, and then we'll get the metal side to fit adjacently with it. All we should need here is some wall anchors and a level. Should have just done an all walnut desk. The metal's kicking my ass. Put her against the wall, level it, mark it on the wall, put our bracket on the wall where it's level, and then we'll come in and put the metal and do the adhesive and stuff there. Joinery for that. Kind of found where she's gonna live. Now, so we'll just screw the bracket into the wall there. We didn't level it left and right. See how I did. Hot damn there, Charlie. Hot damn, Charlie. Shit,
Step on the window to the wall.
my bracket's off. How does it look? Like shit? But that finish is still soft. I don't know what the to do right now. If the paint would just dry, it'd be awesome. It would literally do exactly what I wanted it to do. The paint hates me. All right. Get out of my office. Everyone. So we've got something that looks like a desk, but I'm just really not happy with it. The finish on this isn't very good. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, so I'm gonna have to redo it. We didn't get any of the shelving done for this. I gotta leave for vacation, so the office is not complete. But I wanna know, what would you guys do in here? Would you do floating shelves back here, signage, maybe some wall dampenings, art, murals? I don't know. Leave a comment down below and I might build your suggestion. Till then, I'm going to the beach. See ya.